A philosopher once asked a dangerous question. What if the people who rule society are not the people most capable of understanding it? From that question came the idea of the philosopher king. A ruler who is not obsessed with the fame, money, and flattery or power, but with wisdom. Someone trained to think clearly, controls desires, understand human nature, and make decisions based on reason rather than emotion. Sounds ideal, right? But the idea becomes more interesting when you compare it with the modern politics. Today, leadership often walks in reverse. The philosopher believed the best ruler would probably avoid attention. Modern politics says if nobody notices you, you probably don't exist. Today, visibility is mistaken for capability. If someone speaks confidently, dominates headlines, gives emotional speeches, trends online, appears larger than life, people automatically begin assuming leadership qualities. And when a famous personality enters politics, the public often transfer admirations from one field to another. The logic quietly becomes he entertained millions, inspired millions, influenced millions. Maybe he can govern millions too. But governance is not performance. A person may know how to control a camera frame, an audience, or public emotions. That doesn't automatically mean they understand economics, diplomacy, institutional balance, social conflict, or long term policy. The philosopher king idea emerged with this exact fear. The societies often chooses leaders based on attraction rather than wisdom. Think of it like this. If you are sick, you choose a trained doctor, not the most charismatic person in the hospital lobby. If a plane is crashing, you want a skilled pilot, not someone with a motivational confidence. But in politics, people frequently choose leaders the way they choose celebrities, through emotions, image, familiarity, and personal attachment. And modern systems amplify this tendency. Social media rewards speed over depth, television rewards drama over nuances, and public discourse rewards certainty over careful thinking. If a leader says this issue is complex, when in detail institutional reform, people become bored. But if someone says, I will fix everything with the dramatic pauses and background music, crowds feel reassured. The philosopher would probably call this dangerous. Because for him, leadership required intellectual discipline. A ruler should be able to resist greed, anger, ego, flattery, and mob pressure. The real qualifications for power was self-control. And honestly, this is rare. Most people want power for status. The philosopher king was supposed to accept power as responsibility, but there is also a problem with the philosopher king idea itself. Who decides who is truly wise? Every powerful person believes they are rational. Many authoritarian rulers in history thought they alone understand society better than everyone else. And this is why the idea is both brilliant and risky. A wise ruler can protect society, but a ruler conceived of his own wisdom can also become extremely dangerous. So maybe the philosopher king is less a perfect political system and more a mirror held in front of society. But it asks an uncomfortable questions. Do people genuinely want wise leadership, or they simply want emotionally satisfying leadership? Because very often society says it wants intelligence, honesty, and reason, but rewards confidence, spectacles, and charisma instead. And perhaps that is why the philosopher king still matters today. Not because philosophers should literally become kings, but because every society must decide one thing. Should leadership be treated as entertainment or as responsibility? I hope you like this video. Thank you for listening.